YouTube, my name is Jake Asman. Welcome into my channel. Thanks so much for checking out this video. The New York Jets, they have a new quarterback on their roster, and I guess technically he actually is a former Jet. This will be Josh Johnson's second stint with the New York Jets. The Jets have signed the veteran backup quarterback, and he had a cup of coffee with the team back in the 2015 preseason. We will talk about that signing, what it means for Zach Wilson, and much more. But first, I do want to say this. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe down below. If you are a subscriber already, then like this video and comment your thoughts on the Jets signing Josh Johnson. All right, without further ado, I do want to mention quarterbacks and Zach Wilson and Josh Johnson. But before I do that, I got to show off my Zach Wilson jersey. If you want one, all you have to do is subscribe to me here on YouTube. All you have to do is then follow me on Twitter at Jake Asman and direct message me there. And I will send you a link for how you could get a Zach Wilson jersey from Parts Unknown for around $30 or so. It's a quality jersey. It's not authentic, but it's solid. A lot of you Jet fans have reached out, sent me your pictures of you with your Wilson jerseys, and it's pretty cool. They also have Elijah Moore jerseys in stock, and I just bought one because I am so excited, as you all know if you watch the show, about what Moore can do in this offense. So we will certainly continue to monitor what's happening at Jets training camp throughout the summer. But let's now talk about the news of the day, which is the Jets signing Josh Johnson. And look, at first glance, this makes total sense because the Jets needed someone in that quarterback room that has actually taken a snap in the NFL. Look, based on some early reports, Mike White has had some good moments as the backup quarterback to Zach Wilson at practice. You know, I'm sure James Morgan has had a couple good moments as a backup quarterback to Zach Wilson at practice. But you can't go into a season where you're playing a rookie quarterback at a BYU and not have anyone in there that's had some starting experience. And although Josh Johnson is not Nick Foles, and although Josh Johnson is not, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's a guy that has at least started 8 games in the NFL. He's a guy that has at least been in so many different offenses in his career. He's seen a lot. He's been around a bunch of different quarterbacks. So he has a wealth of knowledge to pull from that can help a guy like Zach Wilson prepare. He's 35 years old. He's never thrown for more than 685 yards or 4 touchdowns in a single season, but he's your typical veteran. I mean, he has been on 12 different NFL teams. This guy has played in the UFL, the AAF, and most recently, the XFL. So you're talking about a guy that has played a lot of football. You got to love football if you're going to play in the UFL or the XFL or the AAF. Like, Josh Johnson's never going to be a starting quarterback, and his career is 35 years old, but he's being paid to play a sport, being paid to help a young quarterback, being paid to hold a clipboard, being paid really well. I'd love Josh Johnson's, veteran minimum salary that the Jets are giving him or whatever it ends up being. And this is a guy that teammates, by all accounts, really like and respect. I mentioned the brief experience he does have as a starter. I think all that's important. Go back to Sam Darnold's rookie year. Honestly, one of the few things Mike McCagnon probably did right for Sam Darnold, he got him Josh McCown. After McCown played well in 2017, the Jets overpaid him on a 1-year deal to come back, $10 million. Was McCown worth that as a backup? Of course not, but they had salary cap. They paid McCown, brought him back, and McCown could not have been a better mentor for Sam Darnold. Sam talked over and over again that season just how big McCown was in his development, how big McCown was in helping him prepare for teams and being able to deal with the highs and lows that come with being, a rookie quarterback in New York. And we all know it didn't work out for Sam with the Jets, but Sam played well at times during his rookie season, as we all remember, especially well at the end of his rookie season where he led the NFL in passer rating the last 4 weeks. So, you look at Zach Wilson having a guy that's been there, done that, and Josh Johnson. I think there's value in that. No knock on Mike White or James Morgan, but look, you want to get someone in there that has some experience that could help a guy like Zach Wilson. And also, here's probably the biggest reason why it's Josh Johnson over maybe a guy like Nick Foles. The Jets value their draft picks. They didn't want to trade a draft pick to Nick Foles. And I also think this, if you listen back to that press conference from Monday with Nick Foles, where he talked about his love of Frank Reich and how he's had opportunities to go to different teams, but it wasn't the right situation, it wouldn't surprise me at all if the Jets already called about Nick Foles, they presented an offer to the Bears, and Nick Foles is like, look, I respect you, Joe Douglas. We have a relationship from when we were both in Philly together, but I want to start I want to go somewhere where I have a chance to start. If I go to the Jets, I'm a backup. Like Nick Foles would never play over Zach Wilson, even if he looked better than Zach Wilson in training camp. This year for the Jets, as we all know, is about Zach Wilson's development. So it just didn't make sense to bring in Nick Foles if he's only looking to start, right? Nick Foles is not trying to be a backup, and right now he's a third stringer in Chicago. So we will see how that situation plays out. But honestly, you look at Josh Johnson, he was with the Niners a year ago, right? He was on their practice squad when the rosters were expanded. So he knows the offense. I mean, you're bringing over Matt LaFleur, who's trying to install his West Coast Shanahan version of this offense to, a brand new team, essentially. Having a guy like Josh Johnson that knows the terminology, knows the verbiage, knows the playbook, that should be helpful for a guy like Zach Wilson. Look, if Josh Johnson has to play any games for the Jets this year, that's not good. If he has to come in at the end of a game and take a knee in victory formation, that would be very good. Let's hope it's only that. But if Josh Johnson has to start any games, that either means Zach Wilson's hurt, or I guess he's just been so bad the Jets have to bench him, which I don't see happening. So hopefully, Jet fans, we never have to see Josh Johnson play in the regular season. I'm sure he'll get some reps in the preseason. And also in training camp, when you have rosters so big, just getting a fourth quarterback, it's important to get guys reps. Like just they call it a camp arm in football. Just getting another camp arm out there, I think will be, really huge for, just getting the young players on this team opportunities, right? I mean, for, every Corey Davis and Jamison Crowder and, Keelan Cole, there's young guys like Denzel Mims and Elijah Moore and, some of the undrafted guys they brought in. You want to get those guys reps, and having more camp arms like a guy like Josh Johnson, that gives you the opportunity to do just that. So overall, is it a splash signing for the backup quarterback spot? No, but I like it because he knows the offense, and ultimately guys played in the NFL for years, right? He got drafted in 2008, and here he is at age 35 in the year 2021, still playing football. I think you got to respect a guy like Josh Johnson for being willing to be a veteran backup and be a good influence in that quarterback room for Zach Wilson. Speaking of Zach Wilson, once again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want the jersey link, how you can get a stitched Zach Wilson jersey. I need you to subscribe down below. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I'm almost at 10,000 followers on Twitter. So subscribe down below. Direct message me on Twitter after you follow me, so it lets you DM me, and then boom, I will shoot you that link so you can get a Zach Wilson jersey for around $30. Or Elijah Moore, who's dominating training camp, or Mekhi Becton, who we all know, Jet fans, has all-pro potential. Thanks for watching my video. Tell me what you think below. Are you okay with the Jets going with Josh Johnson as their backup quarterback option? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, everybody.